Scorpio, your weekly love tarot reading begins with a Two of Cups, a Six of Swords, a Seven of Cups, and a Five of Pentacles. You also have Page of Swords for your person, Hierophant energy, King of Cups, and Knight of Pentacles. Move those over a little bit. So at the bottom of this deck for your reading, you have a Queen of Pentacles. So welcome everyone. This is Bow and Arrow Tarot. This is the weekly love tarot reading for Scorpio. And if you're here, chances are you're brand new to my channel. Each and every week I go through all 12 signs and we take a look at a particular connection that you have with someone and the state of that connection. So without further ado, let's just jump right into this with Scorpio. Right away at the bottom of the deck, you come in with that lovely queen, that Queen of Pentacles energy, you know, that surviving energy. She's a hard worker. She's the one who really builds herself up from absolutely nothing. She's the one who, comes from the barren wasteland and really sort of puts her all, her blood, sweat, and tears into building a garden of her own, right? So it's very strong energy, very strong, capable earth energy. So you and a particular person in your life, let's just jump right into it. Of course, we're going to move on with clarifiers. We're going to look at how you see each other, the relationship and outcomes. But right now, we're going to start with who the two of you are and how you're coming in right now. Scorpio, you're coming in with a Two of Cups. There is a love connection, right? There's a love connection here. A desire, a meeting of the minds. That Two of Cups is that contract, that beginning agreement of, hey, you and I, we're in something together. You know, your Page of Swords is coming in for your person. So your person, of course, it feels like Page of Swords is quite young energy, right? It's quite young. There is it's a feeling of just very tentative communication, not giving a whole lot up, not talking a whole lot. Let's go a little bit deeper because Page of Swords, you know, it tends to indicate, you know, somebody who's just beginning to get their confidence back, right? You're definitely feeling loved up. Two of Cups is definitely love and romance and exchange, but your person seems to feel there's a feeling here that they seem to be just now getting their confidence up. So I want to know more. We're going to go deeper and we're going to start with the clarifiers. But first of all, let me go to your person first. I want to know more about that Page of Swords. Show me more about Scorpio's Page of Swords. Okay, here we go. Uh-oh. I just did the reading for Aries, and I'm wondering if there's some similar energy here. Let me pull out your cards as well. We have an Eight of Swords and Strength energy here, right? So, but what's going on with Scorpio? What's going on with Scorpio? Three of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. All right. So, listen, right away, your person coming in with an Eight of Swords and that strength energy. And the reason why I'm having a bit of this attitude here is I just got done with the Aries reading, Scorpio, and there's a similar feeling here. This individual may just be getting their confidence back because they've just gotten through quite a difficult period. You know, Eight of Swords is a lot of toxicity. It can be trauma. It could be somebody who has been in a situation that was confining. Sometimes it can indicate jail, right? But it can certainly indicate a situation where someone has gone through quite a bit of toxification. You know, Eight of Swords is a two-layered toxic card. The first toxicity here is someone who kind of, you know, the first toxicity are the people and the things around, right? That are kind of constricting, they are attacking, they slowly are sort of binding you, you know what I mean? It's bad energy. It's energy that is from people that you keep around you or activities that you do. And it slowly but surely it poisons, right? Being around closed-minded thinking, being around individuals who don't appreciate, you know, your opinions or your thoughts, who kind of want to tell you what you want to believe. And then eventually what happens is you get to that second layer of toxicity which is someone who very much then plays the victim. I'm surrounded by all of these horrible people. Now I'm horrible. It's not my fault. It's their fault. Well, yeah, it is your fault. It's your fault because you allowed that energy to be around you. And so Eight of Swords is, I think it's one of the most, it's one of the deepest shadow cards of the tarot, and your person is resonating with that. All right, Scorpio, your person is someone who has used, they've had to, yes, they've had a lot of strength, a lot of, a lot of strength come in that they've used, I would hope, to get out of this situation. But of course, this kind of explains their tentative nature here. Like, this Page of Swords feels tentative. It feels like they're not prepared to really have that full conversation with you, that full discussion, or certainly it feels very much like they don't want to tell you a whole lot about themselves or tell you a whole lot about what's going on inside them, at least not just yet. Now, Scorpio, for you, Three of Pentacles, Page of Cups, it seems to me like, as far as you're concerned, you're just like, chugging along. You're working, you're engaging with people, right? It's like Three of Pentacles. Yes, you're doing your day-to-day job or your projects, whatever the case may be. You're continuing sort of your relationships with your friends and people at work, and it feels very much like a sort of happy, harmonious status quo energy. And that Knight of Cups. So it's like you just met this individual. Excuse me, you just met this individual. And for you, it feels like a very kind of, I don't know, I almost want to say vanilla. It feels like a very simple kind of energy, like Scorpio, like, regular old Scorpio got their life going on, bang, meets this person, really likes them, wants to go on a date. Simple, right? No, not that simple, because you're dealing with somebody here who's got some shadow. All right, let's move on. So how do you see each other? Well, you see them as the Six of Swords, and they see you as a Hierophant. Here it gets even more interesting because you can see that they're running from something, right? I think you begin, and of course, the readings that I do here, there's a time component as well. So it's your energy, how you see each other, how you see the relationship, but at the same time, there's also a time component. And so it feels to me, Scorpio, that not in the beginning, of course, you don't see these things because you're just getting to know this individual. But as time goes by, you begin to understand that you're dealing with somebody who is, I believe running, turning their back, leaving. You can see that though about them. So there's that energy there. It's not just about deciding to sort of turn your back on toxicity and resonate up. There's a fleeing feeling here that I have, Scorpio. For you, they see you as a Hierophant energy. So they see you as someone who's extremely wise, someone who's very committed. They can see that you have I almost want to use the word wholesome. You have like a wholesome, healthy connection with yourself and your life and your roots. And as I say, Scorpio, this feels like a reading for a Scorpio that's just like, you're good. You're just like doesn't seem to be any issues in your life per se, There are no hangups that have come up here per se, right? And your person sees you as someone, Hierophant energy is very dedicated. It's the first five in the tarot. The second five, the 15, is the devil. So if you just think of it in terms of, the Hierophant and the devil being two sides of a coin, in the devil, we don't we have no guiding light, it's just our desire and our gratification. Here with the Hierophant, we have a guiding light. We're devoted to something. We're devoted to a path. It's nice energy, right? It's very respected energy. I feel like that's coming in from your person, but I want to go deeper. We're going to go deeper because what's this fleeing about? Seriously, like, I'm already starting to get this feeling, Scorpio. It's like in the beginning, it's all nice and romantic and all of this, and you feel good about it. But it's like, as soon as you begin to see some signs, I start to wonder, like, how you're feeling. Ooh, and there's the moon. There's the moon, of course, and Temperance. Because you're like, damn, all right, I'm starting to realize there's some stuff here. I don't know, But what I do know is that this person's got a real kind of escapist attitude. They're fleeing, they're escaping, they're running, whatever. And all of a sudden, things get quite murky and hazy here. Let's pull their cards too. Pull their cards right away. What's going on? How does this person see further? What else do they see about my Scorpio? Two of Swords, a decision, and King of Cups. Well, there you go. Okay, so let me come back to you a little bit more. I'm going to come back to that. The moon and temperance energy, right? So we got Pisces and Sagittarius here, right? So the moon is the card for Pisces, temperance is the card for Sagittarius in the tarot. And here it's like you realize right away, your sister sign, right? Pisces. You realize, so you can handle the moon as well a lot. You realize right away there's some shadow here. There's some darkness here. There's some things here that I can't quite see. I can feel them. You can see your sign there. I mean, I suppose that's just, it feels like a scorpion. Maybe, it looks like a lobster, but it feels like a scorpion energy, right? But it's like, something's going on. You know that there's more information. You know that, hang on a second, I feel things are happening here, but why are they not jiving with what I'm being told and what I'm seeing? And temperance is coming in. You're beginning to really temper your feelings. I think for some of you, that excitement that I felt over here, as soon as you begin to find out who you're dealing with, you begin to temper that excitement because you're like, hang on a second. Let me not get too caught up because I'm starting to find out some stuff about my person. Now, your person comes in. What do they have? They see you. They see a choice and a King of Cups. What? Do they have somebody else? Because you come in with Knight of Cups. They have a King of Cups. They see you and a choice. You're presenting an option to them, right? Yes, I'm going to say there's another vibe here of someone who is they are caught up in a toxic, messy situation, right? And that's that strength energy comes in. They're in a messy, toxic situation, but they have pride and dignity, and it feels very much like they go through these periods of like stepping off and being all proud and be like, I'm not gonna put up with this shit no more, right? And then boom, somebody else comes in, and what do? They think about this person again, and this person is presenting as their king. I'm going to say be careful, Scorpio. Watch out, okay? Watch out here. I don't have a good vibe here of this person. Not that they're a bad person, but they're just caught up. I just feel like you're dealing with somebody who has a lot of drama. They're caught up with a lot of drama. Eight of Swords, as I said, that deeper level of toxicity, the worst part of that toxicity of Eight of Swords, it's not the people around this person that's driven them there, because this is the card of gaslighting and things like that. The worst part is the next level, where the person begins to adopt a real victim sort of mentality, and they start to play the victim as a result. It's like somebody who's, hasn't done the work to get rid of all the toxic people in their life, right? I don't care, they're my friend, and I know they just talk shit, and all the little excuses and all that stuff. And then after a while, it's built up, and they themselves start to become this like, this festering creature, angry, resentful, and then they start to be like, well, poor me, why me, poor me. It's really one of those energies, I'm gonna be honest with you, like I just can't. I skeeve it sometimes, that Eight of Swords energy. I just skeeve that toxicity. It's really whiny shit. Okay, it's people who, generally don't want to put the effort in to cut away all of the assholes in their life. And then when they themselves become an asshole, they blame all the assholes in their life. And this person is one of these people. And it's like they may have I'm starting to feel here for some of you Scorpios, they've really played on your feelings too. Like, oh, poor me, can you help me out? And you being you, because you have a job, you're doing well. It's almost like they caught you off guard, man. That's how I feel. And so when I get readings like this, I get a little irritated for my beautiful signs, because it's like, I'm here for you. I'm reading for you, right? And so when this kind of energy comes up, I'm the first one to be like, get rid of it. I'm a Sagittarius, full disclosure. So how do you guys see the relationship? Seven of Cups. It's what you see. and King of Cups again. So you have two King of Cups back to back, and there's a choice, right? And again, it just really speaks to that. There's really not anything that deep coming out here with this person. You have Seven of Cups. What do they have? They have, the choice again between two people. I don't feel depth here with this person. Of course, you present to them as a hierophant because I'm not saying that you're not a wise person or a teacher or anything like that. Of course, Scorpio, you are one of the, deepest signs in terms of learning and being a teacher for people and bringing change to people, the sign of death and rebirth. But this person you're dealing with here, it's just dumb. I just feel, I'm sorry, but I just don't feel like any depth. Coming back to that Page of Swords, yeah, like, just, a page, a young person, not that they're young, but young in their mind, immature. Okay, really kind of, shallow, boring, uninteresting conversation. Really doesn't have much to say, much to give, not much of an opinion. There is some toxicity here, though, and they're caught between two people, and it's like very childish, I'm feeling here. So you begin to see that. And I think, Scorpio, you wake up because Seven of Cups comes in. You see, Seven of Cups is pie in the sky. It's rubbing the lamp for the genie to come out. Yeah, a lot of times people talk about it is your sign. You can see that it is Venus in Scorpio energy, right? So you're talking about, daydreaming about love, daydreaming about the things you love, really, really fantasizing and thinking about it and all of that. But it's all like in the clouds, it's like to bring it down on the ground, there has to be a certain set of circumstances. And that's what, makes a dream a realistic dream or an unrealistic dream. Some things are just unrealistic for the time that they're at. But Scorpio, I'm proud of you because I feel like you see this with this person. I feel like you begin to really realize, oh, hang on a second. Everything I thought we could have was just like an illusion. Show me some more. There's your queen coming out. In the last reading for Aries, the queen came out to meet her king as well. Yeah, the Queen of Cups and Seven of Wands. Wow. Yeah, you feel like you're the one who has to, like, if, you're the one who has to dig deep. You're the one who has to bring the depth. You're the one who has to bring the emotion. You're the one who has the battle here. Again, I also feel like you're dealing with somebody who's not willing to fight for anything. They like people fighting over them, right? I feel they like the competition. I feel a strong, shallow energy here from somebody who, starfish energy almost. We're going to pull animal spirits in the extended, but somebody who, is they're happy with the attention they get, right? They're happy with kind of the mediocre, sort of, competitive, shallow attention they get, but going deeper with this person is just not possible. You know what I'm saying, Scorpio? And I can't, I am curious about when we go into the extended, because I wonder how long you've been with this person. It feels like some of you may have been with this person for a few years, right? Or, and realizing that they have something else going on. For some of you, this is absolutely a new connection. But again, there's a feeling here, what flipped out, of somebody else being around. Ten of Swords. Your person, I don't think that they're telling you everything. And I think that they do have, no matter how long you've been with them, I do believe that at this particular moment, they do have somebody else around them or someone else they've been involved with that is a choice for them. Ten of Swords, Ace of Swords. Wow. The end and the beginning. For some of you, this person is willing to end one thing and go with you, but that doesn't change the skeevy vibes I get. Doesn't change the gross vibes I get off of this person's energy. And listen, tarot is, of course, subjective. Yes, of course, oftentimes tarot readers talk about their intuition and their intuitive reading of the cards and all of that. Of course, it may not resonate for you, all right? So, you make your own choices about love, right? But if you resonate with this, if you're resonating with this, that means that you skeeved out too. You felt something off too. And so this is just reaffirmation that you're pretty much on the right track. Now stay tuned because we're going to get ready to pull out the zodiac runes to see which zodiac signs you might be dealing with. I like to pull out 3 runes. But before we do that, let's just look at possible outcome and actions here. 5 of Pentacles for you and Knight of Pentacles for them. Well, you find yourself possibly ass out, right? And they get right back on their horse and move towards exactly what they always desired. I don't clarify these cards because they're kind of like just a glimpse of what is to come after or what is coming at the end of this. But for some of you, Scorpios, please, please, please watch out. Because for some of you, if you do fight for this person with that 7 of Wands, and if you do believe in all these dreams that you have and this love and romance and all of that, right? I'm not saying that this is guaranteed. Absolutely not. No tarot reading can predict the future, full stop, period. So don't believe that. But if you're resonating with this, if you see all these signs and yet you continue to move forward, some of you may face some real liability later on. You may face like the breakdown of all of this, because ultimately what I'm saying here is that this person may be making you feel like they want you now and want all of this now, but there's a lot that's hidden. And ultimately, I absolutely believe that this person is going to go back to whomever they were with before, or whomever this toxic King of Cups is in their life, where they continue to have this toxic connection, where they screw each other up, screw each other over, break up, get with other people, then screw those people over to get back together. Yeah, they're like a 2-person like wrecking crew, you know, that's what I'm feeling. And for you and for your person, Knight of Pentacles, right? After they're done with all that, they get on their horse and they move towards, they go right back on their path that they were on before. Toxic, 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 Scorpio. Toxic. Get away from them. All right, let's pull your zodiac runes. Some of you are dealing with a Gemini. Dealing with a Gemini. Some of you, let's move this over a little bit, are dealing with an Aries. That's interesting because, as I said, that was the energy. Some of this energy was in the Aries reading as well. So I'm going to link that, of course. And some of you are dealing with an Aquarius. I'm going to link all 3 of the most recent love readings for those signs to the end screen. And there should be more videos linked at the bottom. I'm going to leave it at that and get ready to move on to the extended reading. If you want to go to the extended reading and check out the oracle cards, the animal spirits, and a much deeper look with another deck for clarifying, where I get much more specific. We pull out quite a few cards to get more specific sort of ideas of what's going on. Go ahead and follow that link at the top of the description. But watch out, Scorpio. You're dealing with somebody, I believe here, honestly, there's nothing to come out of this that is going to be all that great. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be, for some of you, as I say, if you resonate with this, I'm going to leave it at watch out. I'm going to leave it at that. All right, Scorpio, thank you so much. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much. Please come back for your next tarot reading. This is Bow and Arrow Tarot. I wish you all love, life, and happiness. Take care now.